What's up? What's up, you guys? What's going on? It's Friday. We're going on live today, and I got some really, really good stuff in this video right here. So do me a favor. As soon as you push play, I want you in the comment section, just tell me what's up and tell me what city you're from, okay? Because I want to know where you guys are at and how I can help you guys out. And I really try to make videos that are specific to locations for my followers. So obviously, this really only applies to the United States. Now, you could be from another country and you can still benefit and make money from this process. I will make a video that can explain how to do it. A buddy of mine, he is in Canada, and we are about to partner up, and he's about to make a lot of money doing unclaimed funds and tax overages. So please don't be discouraged if you're from another country, okay? But United States specific, lucky for you, you guys got the privilege of actually running this business and making a lot of money. Now, I want to talk about, how you can make up to $10,000 when you just get started with your unclaimed funds business. I'm not going to add any fluff. Okay. I'm not going to give you guys that Cinderella story that you can do it. You can do it. We all can make 10 grand. It's not true. It really isn't. Not everybody is built to be an entrepreneur. Not everyone is willing to put in the sacrifice, and not everyone is willing to invest in themselves so they can learn and do things the right way versus trying to figure things out and YouTube their way to success. YouTube is great because I feel it plants the seed. It gives you the idea and it gives you enough information to be informed in what you're getting yourself into. Now, as far as the how to, trust me when I say this, you can YouTube for the next 20 years. You're not going to be a great business owner, a great CEO trying to piece together things and do things on your own. You need guidance from people who are actually in the industry, who are doing it and making money while they're doing it. I'm saying that from the kindness of my heart. I've been doing business for 20 years. I hired my first business coach back in 2016. He was probably the biggest financial investment that I've done since I've been in business at one time. Now, I've made bigger investments, but at one time, I dropped 20 grand for 1 year of coaching on this coach. And honestly, I made a lot of money, having a coach. That's all I can say. I made a lot of money having a coach because he really helped me understand the process, helped me get over challenges. So it helped. All right. But enough about me. This is all about you guys. It's not about me. So again, in the comment section, you're watching the video. I don't care if it's the live one or the replay, just in the comment section, just say what's up. Tell me where you're from, because it really does help me go back and do some homework on making videos for you guys specific to your area. So you guys can learn and see like where you guys want to start working, whether it's your real estate goals or your unclaimed funds goals, all this stuff matters, especially if you're trying to make a business out of this. Now, I will warn you, if you are not trying to make a business out of unclaimed funds, tax overages, or anything to do with real estate, this is not the video for you. Go ahead, go to the next video. This is not for you, okay? Because that's all I'm going to talk about today. I'm talking about some really good stuff that I think you're going to get a ton of value. Otherwise, I wouldn't came on live today because I got a ton of things I got to do today, but I'm coming on live to help you guys out. So 3 things that you guys are going to learn. You're going to learn why you aren't earning $10,000 a month at least, or more with your business. So if you've been doing this for a while and why you're not earning it, or why you will not earn 10K, a month, I'm going to explain that to you guys. I'm also going to go over how to get started. I think that's really important. How do you get started with your business? How do you launch? All the things that you need. And then how do you put this on autopilot? Okay. All these things right here, I think are super valuable, and it's going to help you start making a profit now versus waiting till later. And I'm not making this to call anybody out. There are people out there who are running this business and you're just at a different stage. Maybe you haven't really pulled the trigger on like investing in a course or investing in a coach, and you're just trying to figure things out. I'm not knocking you for that, because if finances don't make sense for you to do a course or get coaching, then, I'm not knocking you, but I want to enlighten you. That's all I want to do. So why people aren't earning in any business 10K a month? Number one, they're being cheap with their standards. People want shortcuts and they want to do it the cheap way. I did it. So I'm speaking from experience. I'm also speaking from people who I've worked with, people who've tried and tried again, and they actually waste more time and waste more money trying to figure things out on their own and trying to piece things together versus just going with a coach in the first place. Okay, so that's number one. People are just being cheap with their standards. Number two, people want permission or validation from others to chase their personal goals and dreams. Let me say that again. People who aren't making money in business for the simple reason they are seeking permission or validation from others to let them know it's okay to chase their dream. Sometimes it's, they want to go ask their spouse for permission. Sometimes they want to go ask their friend, their neighbor. They want to go ask someone who they consider a mentor if this is good for you. Let me explain something to you. At the end of the day, your vision and your goals are yours, and you have to own it. You cannot ask people for permission. You can ask for support. I'm not saying go behind your spouse's back and go drop 20K like I did on a coach. Now go spend $20,000 on some coach and be like, all right, surprise. Don't do that. That's the quickest way to get to divorce. All right. Don't do that. But what I am saying to you is ask for support, not for permission. You have to make up your own mind that, yes, I'm going to do this. Okay. So first two things I just spoke about. Number one, stop being cheap. Okay. You're going to have to invest. If you want to start a business, expect that you're going to be spending anywhere from 10 to 50K on your new business, depending on the industry. For unclaimed funds, lucky for you, it's not that expensive to get going and get started. But over the lifetime of your business, you're going to reinvest in employees and software, and you might get a new laptop or a new phone to do your business. So again, just expect to spend money. And if you're going to hire a coach, obviously, industry standards for a coach, if you're going to get like a new coach who's on the lower end, you're looking at spending anywhere from 3 to 5K. All right, 3 to 5K easy to get a business coach. All right, if you expect to spend anything less, just don't even invest in it, because you're not going to get a great coach. You're going to get someone who just claims to be a coach, but they're not a real business coach. If you're looking to buy brick and mortar business or any kind of thing like that, it's an investment, y'all. So please don't be cheap with your standards. Asking for support over permission. What does that mean? It means that your mind is made up. You're going to do it. And you tell your partner, your spouse, your friend, your mentor, hey, this is what I decided to do. This is how much money I'm going to invest. And this is my plan. And this is how I'm going to make it happen. Okay. And then just do it. Hold yourself accountable by making a decision, because if you don't, you're going to always make the same money you did. And then you're going to jump from business idea to business idea. You're going to go open an Amazon store somewhere. You're going to go do an MLM. You're going to find yourself selling supplements. You probably don't even like supplements. You're going to start doing stuff like that. You're going to do all these things that you don't personally love because you have problems committing to your own goals. And that's why you are not making the money you want to make. So with that said, I want you to choose, when you start a business, no matter what business it is, in order to make 10K a month or more, you have to choose principles over feelings. In business, we are going to have this emotional roller coaster. It's going to be like this, right? And you're going to start wanting to make decisions based off of feelings and not off your business principles. See, when I left my business last year, I closed my business down. We were profitable. We actually made $193,000 last year, almost 200K in my business for 2021. It was an online business. Okay. I started going online, you guys, full transparency, in 2020. I had a brick and mortar business before that. COVID obviously disrupted everything. I went online 2020. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I went and hired a coach. I paid him like 10K. I think he cost me $10,000 for the coach, but he helped me make $193. So I guess in profit, money to me, I made $183,000 online with this business coach. It was a $10,000 investment, but he helped me not waste hours and hours and hours of my life. He really just showed me, this is the path to success. Follow this. Now, that doesn't mean I didn't work hard. I worked my ass off. The reason why I left that business, and you're probably wondering, dang, Joe, why would you leave that much money? Well, again, for me, there gets to a point to where it's not really about the money anymore, right? My family's secure. We're able to do the things we like to do in life. And my life is taken care of. It becomes, do I enjoy this? And I really stopped loving it. I fell out of love with the business I was running. I've been doing it for 20 years, helping people with nutrition and fitness. I just fell out of love. And I told my wife, I'm not happy. And she always does buddy checks. She always asks me, she's like, Joe, are you happy? And I always, tell her, like, yeah, sure. But I was lying. I was lying to her at some point. And one day I woke up in the morning, and I told her, I said, babe, I'm not happy. She said, what are you going to do about it? And I was like, I don't know. Maybe get into real estate. So I share my story all the time in all my videos. I'm not going to waste my time, but long story short, I got into unclaimed funds. I started working tax overages, and I started making money right away because my principles was what I really stood on. And I always tell myself the principle is when I have a business, I have to learn how to do the business. I want to master it. You pick one thing, one way to make revenue income and get really good at it. And once you get really good at it, you build a process and systems, and then you go ahead and create an additional stream of income. The problem I see with a lot of entrepreneurs, especially young ones who've never owned a business before, or people who just aren't successful and are never really profitable, they want to create multiple streams of income all over the place when they're just getting started. And they don't get good at any, then they get overwhelmed and then they quit and they move on to the next thing, right? So they have the entrepreneur spirit. They have that. And that's probably one of the most valuable things that you'll ever be equipped with. So if you have this spirit, you're already 1,000 times ahead of everyone else that you know in life. Okay. But then when it comes to doing one thing and getting really good at that one thing, making money, making like $5,000, $10,000, now you need to hire somebody and put them in place so they can repeat what you're doing. And then you move on to the next thing. So one of my principles is that my business has to bring in multiple streams of income. After I master it, build a process, hire a person, move on to the next. Okay, I have 8 employees right now, guys. So let me just explain to you guys how to make this work. So after you do that, you guys need to decide, what is it that I want to do? Well, in this case, unclaimed funds, right? This is funds that people have not claimed. Well, I'm going to explain to you guys why unclaimed state funds is so awesome and why this is going to make you a lot of money really fast. I'm going to share my screen with you guys. So this is called the National Association of Unclaimed Properties Administrators. And this is just basically the entire United States snapshot. And it just sharing right here that there are billions of dollars that are not claimed every year. Now they get returned about 3 billion, but that's not even scratching the surface. There's like over 50 billion dollars that is unclaimed across the entire United States. I believe in California we have like 9 or 10 billion dollars in the state of California alone. There's a lot of money that is tied up that is going unclaimed. So I'm in the business of helping people recover their money, and I get paid a percentage from that. Doesn't matter if it's $100 or if it's 100,000 or if it's a million. I get paid a percentage that's agreed upon between me and my client, without exceeding what the state standard is. I get paid that money. I mean, I decide how much money I'm going to get paid for the month. If I choose a $100,000 claim and I find that person, I process the claim for them, I get paid $10,000. Guess what? I closed one deal and I got paid $10,000. I get to keep it moving. Okay. It's not hard to accomplish. And the one thing is, I want you guys to really pay attention. The reason why I'm really sharing my screen is it says 1 in 10 people has unclaimed property. So what does that mean, guys? Why is that so awesome? This is what I want to highlight with you guys. It's so awesome because you can talk to just about anyone you know in life. Friends, family, neighbors, coworkers. They probably have money that is owed to them. They probably have money. You can just go ahead and start piecing that together and talk to everyone and help everybody out. Some of these claims don't take that long at all. The ones that aren't very complicated, they don't take long at all. I can close a deal. I can close a claim in 10 minutes. I show that in my course. I show people how to close deals really fast. I've hacked the system. I figured out how to do this, and I can make a couple $100 every day just doing that part-time, just talking to people. I don't have to do any skip tracing. I don't have to do any hunting people down, cold calling, none of that stuff. I've hacked the system. I figured it out. But what I'm saying to you guys is you can do the same thing. You can do the same thing and start making a lot of money doing what you do. Now, more strategically speaking, because, obviously you want to make $10,000 at least, right? Even if it's part-time, you want to make at least $10,000. Well, here's the deal, you guys. You have to have strategy. You have to have strategy and you got to stick with it. You got to trust the process. You can't keep jumping around from idea to idea to idea. You need to pick something and stick with it and go hard. I equip my people, all the students in my academy, I equip them with some of the best tools because I tell them it's what works. I'm not special. I'm probably one of the worst cold callers you guys will ever meet. Don't judge me based off of the videos I do, because when I call people, I clam up. I'm terrible, but I close deals. I'm a beast. Why? Because I want to make sure my family's taken care of. I have plenty of incentive to go hard and make that money so I can have the lifestyle that we want. My wife and I, we love to travel. We go on cruises once or twice a year. We go overseas once or twice a year. We go on a lot of like staycations. We go everywhere. So we do things, but we have to be able to afford that lifestyle. So I have to close deals. And that's exactly what I show in my course right there. I teach people how to do those things. Now, You guys probably heard of tax overages. That's another thing. That's another thing that I really love because you're helping people who lost homes. And in addition to that, this tax overages, it also equips you on how to become a real estate investor. But tax overages is awesome because it's very similar to state funds, but it's different. But long story short, a home gets foreclosed on, it goes to auction, people bid on it. All the money that's bid over the asking price, that money belongs to the homeowner. You make that money, y'all. You can make that money and then get paid and then repeat the process. But one thing that I always tell people is you take the skills that you use for your tax overages. If you're taking my course, if you guys already bought my course, thank you for buying my course and supporting me. But if you guys are taking my course, let me explain something to you. You take your skills from tax overages, and all you need to do, this is my secret real estate investing tip. You find a way to get a hold of the people before their home goes to foreclosure. You offer them a deal to take over their home, take over their mortgage, and you don't ever have to go to the bank. I don't care what your credit is. You don't have to do none of that stuff. You come up with a deal with them to take over the mortgage. And then you take over, you start renting that place out. You clean it up, you get it rented out, and then now you're making passive income automatically. It's called a pre-foreclosure state. You get ahead of it. You do skip tracing like you learn, right? Doing tax overages. You find the people, you make connections with them. If you're in my course, you guys already know what to do. I already explained how to do this stuff. But for you guys who are not in my course, I'm just breaking this down for you. You contact the homeowner, you connect with them, and then you give them a deal on how you can help them out of their situation. Because not everyone is trying to keep their home. Some people are letting it go. Maybe it's divorce. Maybe it's death. Maybe it's they can't afford it. They lost a job. You never know what their situation is. Maybe they inherited property that they never wanted in the first place, and they're just letting it fall apart. You are saving them from ruining their credit for the next, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years, right? So you're trying to help them not suffer that damaging blow so they can go get another home. And then you assume the mortgage without taking any loans. You don't have to. You can still use other people's money. You can still use other people's money, but you don't have to use the money in your pocket to make these things happen. You don't have to take out any mega loans to make the deals happen, you guys. I'm telling you right now, the reason why you're not making the money that you want to make right now is because you're busy doubting yourself. You're busy asking people for permission. Like, can I? Should I? What do you think? Like these are the things that are holding you back from actually making the money you want to make. And this is why I made this video. I'm giving you guys some real talk this Friday. I just want to come real with you guys and let you know the whole reason why you're struggling and ends are not making sense and funds are tight and you're frustrated and you are discouraged is because you keep asking people for permission. You keep self-doubting yourself that you can't do it, or you're just not making the time and the sacrifice that you need to make to be successful in the business you're trying to launch. As easy as state funds sounds and as easy as tax overage sounds, a lot of people suck at it. A lot of people suck at it because they're just trying to piece things together and they're just trying to take shortcuts and they're not following a process. I promise you, if you do it right, this business will pay you very well. If you try to piece it together, try to take shortcuts, or you try to make this an afterthought, you're going to find yourself discouraged again. You're going to find yourself not closing any deals, and you're going to move on to the next business that you're going to do the same thing. You got to have the right principles and processes in place. And I promise you, you will make a lot of money. Okay. So good on you guys for making a decision that this is a career path that you want to do. If that's a stage that you're at right now, if you made that decision, all I can share with you from this point forward is go for it. Go for it. Stop thinking about it. Stop asking people permission. Stop wondering if I should, could, whatever. No, just do it. Just go all in and make it happen. That's all I'm saying, guys. If you can do that for yourself, I promise you, life is going to be awesome, especially running this business. All right, you guys, that's my time. I gave you 20 minutes. I hope you like this video. Again, show me some love in the comments. Let me know, guys, how you liking these videos, and I'll keep pumping them out. But anyways, I got work to do. It's almost noon where I'm at. I got to go. See y'all later. Peace.